Good morning, good morning, good morning, Shea Squad, the cult of Coco. Good morning. Thank you, first and foremost, for being here with me to listen to what it is that I have to say. I definitely appreciate you. It definitely helps me heal. Although I don't want to use anyone, I'm not going to use y'all for emotional labor, but this really it does help with healing. So let's just go ahead into it. You know what to do. Go ahead and hit the like button. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you know every time I upload a video with some good scoop, some good tea, some good shit to say. So, first of all, I kind of had trouble figuring out what I wanted to title this. I'm gonna go back and title it later, but in a nutshell, I'm going to tell you why I feel like if you are an adult creator specifically, you definitely don't need to put your all your eggs in the OnlyFans basket. If you are not an adult creator and you're considering it, like a lot of folks did, I know a lot of folks came in during the pandemic, and they're looking on TikTok and seeing a lot of models saying, they blew up fast, which is a lie. 99.999% of the time, it's a lie. So that you can be a part of their sex worker pyramid scam, which is sign up underneath them, give them sign up underneath them, $20, $50 or whatever. They'll promote you like crazy, and it goes down the drain. You'll find that out, but that's just another part of only scams. But let's talk about if it's worth it, especially with this percentage rat race. To me, it ain't worth it. I'm not here to discourage anybody. I'm just keeping it frank, okay? It's just what I know, what I experienced, the scoop on the poop. That was literally a science project from second grade? The scoop, what's the scoop on the poop? I did that. Anyways, so let's just start off saying this UK-based site, OnlyFans. Everyone knows about it because everyone from Tyga, Black China, she's making $20 million a month. That's what y'all are chasing, to be the top 0.01%. That's what the fuck y'all are chasing. Okay? Y'all are chasing $20 million a month because that's what China's making. Cardi B's making $10 million. These celebs are making millions. Safari's making a lot. Erica Mena is making a lot. I wonder why she hasn't changed her name to Samuels. Anyways, I don't give a fuck. And a lot of sex workers, because when I first got onto OnlyFans, it's like I'm not even having sex, but if y'all want to call me a sex worker because you have an internalized phobia about you being a prostitute and having commercialized and unregulated sex, go ahead if that makes you feel better, if that makes you sleep better at night, because they were saying anyone who works at Hooters is also a sex worker as well. So fine, but I'm not even fucking. My pussy comes out to play maybe once a year, and then I regret it and feel bad and blah blah blah. But anyways, it's just been sex workers, and it's not only just for sex workers. There are fitness gurus on there, cooks as well. But you definitely shouldn't put all your eggs in this basket, because let me tell you, the average amount is 180, used to be 140, but it is the average creator makes about 180 a month, $180, not $180,000. Like these a lot of models will make it seem as if this can happen overnight. Oh yay, yes, it's possible. But there's plenty of folks who go viral and they're not making millions. And I don't want to name any names, but we see it all the time. Just because someone goes viral, that doesn't mean that you can convert them into wanting to be a fan of yours. Especially on Twitter, to my experience. But what I was saying as far as the sex workers were making it seem as if it's so empowering. And I really had to sit there and say to myself, is it empowering or is it reducing you to how much money you make and to count pockets, which is encouraging classism? What I mean by that is someone who's been in the top 17% who is now in the top 10%. Well, they know if someone who says, I'm in the top 17, they're pocket watching. And it really is this percentage shit, which I really hate. It's really forcing a classist kind of thing. Okay? I don't like it. It's not empowering. It's just a way for narcs to shuffle themselves to the top so they can regulate their inner temperature. They're like I said, narcs, narcissists, they're like lizards and snakes. Literally. Literally. Meaning they can't regulate their own bodily temperature to survive. They have to go in the sun and shed like the little snake they are. That's what that is. And this percentage system, this system, oh, a narc would love it. And they're going to obsess over it. And they do all the time. I used to even say, I get it for marketing purposes. Oh, there's a reason why I'm top so-and-so percent. But you know what, at the same time, if your fans fuck with you, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. That's their way for them to, like I said, stunt on other creators. That's their way. You think that I care about if Beyonce has the number one, I can't use Beyonce because I'm not a fan of her. Who am I going to use? Okay, Earth, Wind, and Fire. I'm old school. I love Earth, Wind, and Fire, Isley Brothers. Do you think I care if they have the number one album or what? No, I don't care. Ronald Isley, he just came out with a song, I think it was like Family Affair. I don't care if it hits number one, if he's the number one person on the chart. I'm a fan of him. I fuck with Ronald Isley, Mr. Biggs, looking all fine. Easter, I like my men, I don't know, I like my men like 80 and older. But anyways, but yeah, I don't care. So like I said, my point is that's just a way for them to shovel themselves to the top and create a hierarchy, which is what they claim to hate. Right? Remember that word, hierarchy? Yeah, they claim to hate that, but that percentage is all in their bio, and it's just an obsession. And so now in comes the play with the gimmicks. Who can out gimmick so and so? Are you gonna be a doppelganger gimmick? Are you gonna have nunchucks gimmicks? Are you going to fuck your pussy with buttery corn gimmick? Are you gonna use cucumbers? Are you going to pop a beer bottle open with your pussy and pour it on your titties and fuck your pussy with that beer bottle with all that yeast in the beer? It's about gimmicks to get to that percentage. That's not empowering to me. Like I said, y'all already know it took a toll on my mental, and I know it takes, if you pay attention to these hoes' profiles, you can tell they're a little thrown off, they're a little thrown off. Just keeping it real, a little thrown off. Not thrown off, but thrown off. Literally, But like I said, it is UK based. And according to a BBC reporter, no pun intended on that BBC reporter, they use some age detection software on OnlyScams and found 14-year-olds. There's actually threads on Telegrams where we know about underage girls being on there. I see it as a sinking ship going down, but that's another story. That's another story But I am putting it out there. Don't put all your eggs in this basket. Um, there's women forced to do this, in addition to, because where do you think, just like, I hate to, just like Pimp C said, hoeing isn't dead, pimping ain't dead, it just moved to the internet. Same thing with the pandemic. So they moved it to the internet. I've already told y'all how deposits are taken for, prostitution. I already told y'all how how they're funneling their money from prostitution or whatever illegal shit they're doing. I'm not going to talk about it, but we know what it is. Funneling that in their OnlyFans for this percentage on this requiem for a dream, a percentage dream. So is it empowering? Yeah, if you're making, $20,000 a month, $10,000 a month. Yeah, cool. Happy for you. But that's just not the collective. It's not the collective. There's millions of creators and the average is 140, 180. Come on now. Let me tell you from my experience. I was spending $1,000 a week on promo, right? Just to make 2,600. That was the highest I busted. I bust to 26, no pun intended. But I reached 2,600, a little bit over that. Spending $1,000 a week. Now, at the same time, this is when I was working for my narcissistic abuser. So I know I really could have, made more, I'm sure. But that was at the top, 3%. Top 3%, I was making 2,600. That's not goals. That's not goals. At least not for me. And the bills that I have going on. You know what I'm saying? So, do you already have a large fan base that you've, engaged with or you've acquired? If so, go for it. Bring them over there. They're going to follow you anyways. Just like I do with Ronald Isley. Just like I do with Shea. But me as an aspiring singer, I'm not. This is just an example. But me, if I'm an aspiring singer and I just got demo tapes, I'm not gonna just chase Beyonce's or hers or Jhené Aiko's or Aaliyah's or I'm not gonna, that's not the pursuit. I want to do it because I have a passion. So, no, it's not worth it for you to quit your day job. I think I've made a video about something like this a few years ago. Don't quit your day job. If you are just that intent on forcing a square peg into a circle hole, if you're just that intent on it, you definitely need to keep a job so you can funnel that money into your OnlyFans. But it's like, at what point are you breaking even? I'm scratching my head. You can't see right now, but I'm literally scratching my head. At what point are you breaking even? So if I'm spending I spent like $4,000. If I'm spending $4,000 a month, but I made 2,600. You get what I'm saying? It's not rocket science. It's not, trigonometry. I'm not good at math. It just wasn't, Hell, my narc abuser was even trying to pay me through OnlyFans. I'm not, you're not going to give $2,000 and then 20 to OnlyFans and 20% of that goes to them. I want all my money. It's about the money, not the percentage for me, boo-boo. And a lot of times it's just not worth it. I don't care if you're making for a lot of folks will be, hey, I just want to be able to make my rent. That's cool, but The environment on Telegram, especially, and on Twitter, the environment of it, the energy behind it, the vibes of everyone with their percentage obsessed selves, it's definitely very toxic. So if you're what I like to call square, um, I'm a I'm a streets person, so I'm not gonna call you the online term civilian, because a civilian is someone who's, in service, whether that's, the army or whatever. So if you're a square person and you're thinking about having OnlyFans and your Instagram has like 50 followers of your close family and friends and blah blah blah, look, I'm not saying it's impossible, but I'm just keeping it frank. You are going to have to be self-obsessed. You are going to incessantly promote yourself. You will take risks on Telegram, on promo, spending hundreds of dollars. Like I said, now they're doing guaranteed fans for X amount of money. I was spending $600, $800, $400, $250, $300 for expect to spend hundreds on promo on Telegram. Also on Telegram, they do Twitter promos, so they'll retweet you. You're just gonna pay. It's really, and I've said this before also, you will have to pay your way to get in to crack that percentage. But hold up, wait a minute. I thought this was about making money. Or is this about cracking that percentage? I wrote that shit off on my taxes though, so I got that shit back. I wrote about $6,000 off on my, fuck that. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. So yeah, if you, hey, go ahead and, put that beer bottle up that pussy, that's fine. I'm not gonna knock it. Cause you never know, like how, you never know how folks are feeding their kids. But this ain't the only way. A lot of folks have degrees. A lot of folks have, other skills and licenses that they can utilize to make their money. To make the same 180. To make the same 180. Okay? You can make a 180 a day at a job. Think about it. Are you in this to make money, or is this clout? Is this percentage shit? You know what I'm saying? You really got to think about it. So no, it's not worth it to me. Do I have one still? Yes, I have two. But it's not my bread and butter, of course. I took a huge loss taking a mental break from my narcissistic abuser, and I went from top 2% to drop back damn near to the 20s. But I don't care. I don't care, because it's not, the older I get, the more I care about doing stuff with purpose, and I care about doing stuff meaningful. Then happiness will follow afterwards. Happiness is gonna follow afterwards. But hey, if a challenge, a challenge like cracking a percentage, you don't have nothing going on in your life, you don't really care about, you don't care. You just want to. You're a bandwagoner. You like to do the trends, and there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not throwing shade. If you think you're immune to the toxicity, if you think you can handle it, go for it. Go for it. But I'm just telling you, these hoes are paying themselves $600 a day, $1,000 a day. Some of them. They're taking promo with OnlyFans tips. Their promo's like $800 or, $2,400. Oh, but OnlyFans tip only. I should have said, I don't know why I didn't mention that first. Yeah. The trend is now taking promo through OnlyFans tips. And then they're saying they're the top X%. So, yeah, that's some more tea, So I just can't trust it. It's great for those at OnlyFans. I need to see if I can't get a job at the corporate office, because those hoes are eating. They're eating like a motherfucker, okay? They're eating. But, yeah, I want to see, that's the ones who's eating. Because, like I said, these hoes who are not celebrities, who are in the top 0.0000000%, they are paying themselves. They are taking promo to Naive and those who are starry-eyed in the face. They are taking donations. They are taking their payment, their promo payment, which costs $2,000. Like I said, I was barely making over that at 3%. But they take that via OnlyFans tips only. That's some more tea. So yeah, that pretty much wraps up why I feel it's just, there was a slight interruption, but what I was saying, that's just pretty much why I feel like it's just not worth it. It's like it's like a dog chasing a tail. I'm not saying it's not going to happen and, it's impossible, but look at the odds. Look at the odds. If you have the resources, if you're a dude, he's a trap star and he brings in money, and you're a trap queen, or you're just a high-end escort making $50,000 a month or $12,000 a month, then, or that much, something in that range, go ahead. You have the resources too. But I'm telling you, even when I was getting paid $10,000 a month and I had the resources to funnel that money into OnlyFans, it still wasn't enough. It still wasn't enough. So, yeah, with that said, thank y'all so much for listening. I will be uploading another video later. I do have a Patreon. I'm also on Twitch. So definitely be on the lookout for those links. On Patreon, I will go more in depth on these topics, and we're definitely going to have some fun. So thank y'all again for tuning in. Again, hit that subscription button, hit that notification bell, and like this video.